Okay guys, I'm back. I wanted to bring you down here to the back side of the pond, where our levee's at. You can see the levee there. There's our gator. I went ahead and drove down here to kind of show you what we've got going. There's our lake. That's where we'll be drawing all our water for our vegetables and our mushroom production. And you can see right down here, I'm going to walk you down and kind of show you where we're going to be storing all of our mushroom logs. You can see I'm going to walk right down in here. You can see it's nice and dark, real shady, and it stays wet pretty much all year long, even when it's dry, hot Arkansas summer. Down here below the pond levee, you can see how low we're going. We're going to be probably, if I had to guess, 30 feet below the pond level. So we're down in a hole. I'm going to bring the camera up and let you look at the canopy down here to kind of let you show what I'm talking about as far as sun never getting to the ground, because you can see nothing on the ground is growing. All you've got's a large, tall stand. The pines are young, they're not real old, but as you can see, they're tall. And they make a big canopy to where nothing on the ground can grow. And if you don't have weeds, briars, bushes growing on the ground, you don't have sunlight getting to the ground. That's just the way it works. So this is where we'll be putting in most of our mushroom stands. I say we've got probably an acre and a half here. You can see, I mean, it's pretty open. It looks kind of thick, but there's a lot of room in here to stand up mushroom logs. I mean, we can put 50, 60 foot runs in pretty easy, and we can put a bunch of them in. When you TP them, you're going 50 foot, you're putting close to 100 logs per run, and we've got enough room in here to put a bunch. And it's below the pond. I've got a gas powered pump that I can pump water straight out of the pond right down here to the logs when I need to just wet them down. If it does get real dry throughout the summer, which Arkansas, it tends to get dry, especially August, sometimes September, I can always crank it up and pump water down here, get plenty enough water down here to keep moisture in the ground. I mean, I could just let it run right straight off the levee and really get the ground wet, which you can see what we've got here. If I just keep it pumped in here without even having to really wet the logs, I just keep the ground wet, which will keep them enough humidity and moisture without the sun getting in here to keep the logs plenty humid enough to where they won't dry out and really hurt the mushrooms. So I think that's pretty much it down here. I wanted to bring you in and let you see what we've got down here. Pretty good area. You can see the levee way up there with our lake behind it. So this is where we're going to be bringing everything in. You can see the trail right up here where we'll be bringing the gator and the little John Deere tractor in, bringing our logs in, getting them stacked, getting them ready to go. So let's see. I think that's pretty much all I was wanting to show you down here. We'll have more videos when we start getting the garden ready, start getting it tilled. I got my chisel plow up ready to go, and then we'll run the disc and everything through it with the tractor. We'll film all of that. We'll film the mulch layer when we'll start planting all the vegetables. We'll film getting everything started. We've got a large sunroom on the back of the house with bay windows on the whole back side of the house, which it's a sunroom. So we're going to start all of our vegetables, instead of out in the greenhouse, we're going to start them in the sunroom in the house. Plenty of heat, temperature controlled, and plenty of sun. We're going to line the whole back side of the house with those big bay windows to start our vegetable seeds. This is exciting, and it's going to be, for us, it's a big deal. I mean, I know 400 logs is not a big deal for a lot of people. Next weekend, I plan on cutting probably another 250 of gum. I know a lot of people grow oak, which is all I've got up there is white oak and red oak. But I've done enough research to where I can do sweet gum. in the south. The logs won't last this long. They'll only last 2 years, maybe 3. But they will, the fungi will spread through the wood faster because it's not as dense as the red oak or the white oak. So you can actually, in 6 or 7 months, start really producing off of sweet gum to where, you know, it takes a little longer on the oak. So that's why I'm going to try to go ahead and get another 250, 300 sweet gum ready to go when I start doing the oak. So we'll have about 300-400 oak and about 250, 300 or so sweet gum to go all at the same time. And we'll be working on that next weekend. So until then, we'll see you. And stay tuned because it's going to get fun and it's going to get busy. So we'll see you next time.